What's up with it? It's your boy McFly, man, the hardest working man in shoe-tainment today. Coming at you again with a discussions video. That's what we're gonna call it. If this is your first time over here in the land of McFly, man, I welcome you. I appreciate you stopping by. Hopefully you hit that subscribe button and that notification bell, man. Become a frequent flyer, join the winning team, man. We out here grinding. Current goal set, we're trying to hit that big 2K by December 31st. We got a couple months, man. So if everybody get the word out, we can go ahead and get that done. Who Has the Heat season 3 is currently on and popping. We picking back up next Sunday, so be on the lookout for that on the Who Has the Heat Instagram page. Go check it out, follow that joint so you can keep up with everything Who Has the Heat. Shout out to Money Run Clothing for the drip. Also shout out to North Carolina A&T State University. Aggie Pride this weekend is G-Ho. Couldn't make it due to some other circumstances, but that's neither here nor there at this point in time. But today I'm bringing you my Sneakercon vlog, and we're gonna get to the footage and Sneakercon, the atmosphere, and all that good stuff. I've also got a shout out reel at the end for all the people that I met at Sneakercon. Shout out to everybody. But usually with these Sneakercon videos, you usually get some people just around interviewing people, talking here and there and all that. But this time around, I wanted to swing it a little bit. I wanted to give you guys the do's and don'ts of Sneakercon. I've never seen anybody do it or talk about it. So if you've never been to a Sneakercon before, I'm gonna tell you what to expect, some tips or whatnot for YouTubers and non-YouTubers alike, just people in general, about what to expect from a Sneakercon if you've never been, and simple stuff like that. So my footage will come after this, after I get through talking your head off right quick. Hope you don't mind. So we got 8 points that we're gonna talk about. Number 1 on my do's and don'ts of the Sneakercon list: get there early. You gotta beat the line or get in early line as early as you can. Also, you wanna get there as early as you can because a lot of shoes might not hang around if you get there later in the day. So try to get there early as you can, especially when you're trying to grab or you're trying to get in and get out. It's a lot easier to be the first one in and getting out than trying to be the last one in and getting out. However, there are some slight benefits for getting in the Sneakercon late. So if you can show up late, then there's not really that much of a line. In the video, I'm gonna show you the line for Sneakercon Atlanta. Crazy, like that line was foolish. But if you can get in there a little late, a lot of times some of the dealers will wheel and deal with you, man, because they trying to get stuff off. They don't want to take all that stuff back. So you got a little more negotiating room. But first rule, if I had to give you a rule or a do and don't, I would say get there early. Better selection, better picking, all of that stuff. We showed up kind of late, but I still got to meet a lot of people. I still got some decent footage, and it was pretty cool. Number 2 on the do's and don'ts of going to a Sneakercon: wear comfortable shoes. Do not get out there in your fly shoes that make your pinky toe hurt, because you're gonna be in there for a long time. You're gonna be standing up for a long time. You got a ton of stuff to look at, and if you in some uncomfortable shoes, it is gonna be a unbearable experience. Experience, not only for you, but for your feet as well. Make sure you have on some comfortable shoes. Straight up, that's number 2. Number 3, eat before you get there. You're gonna be there for a very long time. A very, very long time. Especially if you're a YouTuber, you in there hanging around, trying to meet people, bump shoulders, and have conversations or whatnot. You gonna hang around. So don't be in there starving. Get you some food, get you a light breakfast or something. Make sure your stomach ain't yelling at you, so you can be prepared for how long you gonna be in there for the festivities of the day and all that. Rule number 4, if you do not like crowds, if you are claustrophobic, if you're one of them people that can't function in big crowds, don't go. Don't waste your time. Don't get in there. And if you're a person that can't think under pressure or a person that can't make quick decisions, don't waste your time, bro. This is Sneakercon. This is a buy, sell, trade event. You gotta be quick on your toes. You gotta be able to think. You gotta have your negotiations down. You gotta know what's going on. Don't be in there playing. And if you cannot survive in a hectic, crowded, uncontrollable atmosphere, just don't go to a sneaker con. Don't waste your time. You're gonna get in there, you're gonna have a panic attack, you're gonna pass out, and somebody's gonna have to come get you. So, number 4, if you do not like crowds or crowded areas, don't go. And hopefully all this stuff will be helpful to somebody. Number 5, conversation goes a long way. If you're a YouTuber or a sneaker person or anybody in general, talk to as many people you can. Have as many genuine conversations with people as you possibly can. You never know who you might be talking to or who this person is or who that person is. Always make sure to leave a good impression on whoever you talk to. Meet as many people as you can. If you're a YouTuber, you got cards, pass out your cards. If you're a regular person, you may be able to meet somebody that can maybe give you a hookup on some shoes. You can meet a vendor that you're possibly good with and they look out for you after you guys build a actual business relationship. Conversation goes a very long way. Make sure that you talk to people. If you're just in there and you're not there to talk and you're not there to buy shoes, what's the point of you even going? Number 6, know what you want. Know what you want before you get there and know what you want to pay for it. Like I said, in the Sneakercon, it's dog eat dog in there. So you gotta know what you're looking for. You gotta know what you want. Me personally, I wanted a pair of Travis Scott 1 lows. I actually found one for a reasonable price and I didn't pull the trigger, and I'm still kicking myself today for that. But once you go in there, you see what you want and you see who's got it. You have your mind made up on a price, enter that negotiation and try to haggle, try to get what you can. None of these prices are set in stone, man. It's whatever they're willing to take, so you have some leeway. But if you get up there and you're stuttering and you can't really hold a conversation, your eye contact is terrible, you don't know how to haggle, you don't know how to negotiate, these vendors will eat you alive. Alive. They can spot it from a mile away. They do this all day. They talk to people all the time. All the time. All the time. So be very cautious, be wary, know what you want, know what you want to pay for it, and if you're not willing to pay for it, it's okay to walk off. And sometimes somebody may call you back and be like, hey, hold on, I'll take it. But don't just be out here randomly lowballing people either. Keep it reasonable, keep it respectful, but know what you're trying to do and execute it. That's what I'm saying. Number 7, I'd say be very, very careful with customs and samples, because these Sneakercon people not checking every table, they're not checking every vendor. They offer a legit check service, but I can guarantee you by the end of the day, say Sneakercon starts at 12, ends at 7, you at 5 in the legit check line by 5 o'clock, bruh. Them people liable to tell you whatever. No shade to nobody. I don't know any of the legit checkers, but I know if I'm been legit checking shoes for 5 hours, I may miss something. I may not pay as close a detail as I did at noon than I would at 5. So be very careful with these customs, these samples. It was a lot of people in there with customs. It was a lot of people in there with samples. Some of them real, some of them not. It's a lot of people in there with multiple pairs of extremely limited shoes. But they got multiple pairs. Some people can't even get one. Hell, plenty of people can't get one and they got multiples. Look at your shoes. Try to research these shoes. Try to know what you're looking for when you see it. Sneakercon don't have the manpower to check all of these booths and all of these people selling these shoes. Sneakercon does not have that capability. So the only way they're gonna check a table for a fake or something like that is if somebody brings it to their attention. And with as crowded and as crazy as it is, a lot of times stuff is gonna go unchecked. They don't have the people to do that. They don't. So the chances of you getting got or somebody doing bad business, it's totally possible. Not saying that people do bad business at Sneakercon. I'm just telling you, it can happen. Like the old school McDonald's commercials, bro. It can happen. So be very wary. It's a lot of people, you know a real custom when you see it. If somebody took an Air Force One or a Jordan 1 and did some crazy stuff to it, then you know that's a custom. But if somebody's trying to hand you an off-white one and say it's a custom, you might want to question that. That's all I'm saying though. If somebody wants to give you a sample that was made personally for Michael Jordan, but it's a size 12 and you know Michael Jordan wears a 14, that's what I'm saying. Be very, very, very careful. Ask questions. Never be afraid to ask questions. Hey man, where'd you get this pair from? Can you prove that? You know, ask for anything you can, because at the end of the day, it's somebody's word versus somebody else's word. You know, you don't know these people from a can of paint unless they legitimately, you know, trusted people with a name, and some are even the legitimate trusted people with a name. You can't always trust them. So that's been proven time and time again throughout the course of time, the sneaker game and all that. No shade at anyone in particular. I'm just stating the facts. Number 8, lastly, number 8, I have beware of the trading pits. The people who don't have boots that's back in the back somewhere trading off their shoes and selling their merchandise and all. Be very careful of those people. At least the people with boots are verified. A lot of them are businesses. They have websites, they have Instagram pages, they have stuff to where you can kind of track them. These people in these pits is just Joe Schmo. And you know, you walk into the lion's den and you're not a lion or a tiger. You know, it may not work out for you. You know, you may end up getting got too, or you may end up buying some fake clothes or a fake shirt or a fake whatever. So be very careful of them trading pits, man. It's a lot of good things that go down in them pits. It's a lot of shady things that go down in them pits too. So that's all I'm saying. That's pretty much the only 8 that I had. If I had to add anything, I'd say if you're going to Sneakercon, spend some money. You know, you don't necessarily have to buy a $500 sneaker, but if you see somebody that's a guy that's working, you know, trying to make a shirt or something, you see something you like, don't be afraid to buy it. You know, spend some money. You came to the event, buy something. Don't just leave empty-handed. Me personally, I don't really go to Sneakercons for shoes because I'm poor, man. I can't afford to pay over retail for shoes, but I like to look, I like to network, I like to try to meet people or whatnot. So that's me personally why I go. I'm probably gonna do one more Sneakercon and then bam, I'm retired from the Sneakercon game, unless they come into Charlotte or something along those lines. But you never know, they may not ever come back here. I don't know. But that's just some tips, man, that I wanted to give to try to guide you guys and to try to help you out through the madness and the hustle and bustle of Sneakercon. It's a very hectic place. It's a very hectic experience. You're gonna see some of the stuff here in the coming footage that's coming right after I end this. So actually when we got in there, we got some footage. I didn't get all the footage that I wanted because it was extremely packed in there, like crazy packed. You couldn't even really breathe, take a step back or to the side. You're trying to get your footage with your camera and people in the way trying to walk in front of your video, and you know, trying not to throat chop people as they walk through. You like, bam, look at these Travis Scott 6s, and then somebody head going, bah! But you know, can't really do that on camera. So it is what it is. But I hope these tips are helpful. I hope they help somebody at Sneakercon or who's planning to go to a Sneakercon or whatever. You know, always stay safe, keep your money tight on you. And that's all I'm gonna say. I ain't gonna hold you up no longer. We're gonna go ahead and hop into the Sneakercon footage, man. Let's roll. Welcome to Atlanta, where the players play. We ride on the things like every day. Line starts here. Wraps all the way up and down 35 times. Just to go through right there, and then it's a whole nother side over there that you gotta go through just to get in. Why didn't nobody tell me that, bro? Why didn't nobody tell me that, guys? That's crazy. At any rate, yeah. Alright, man, so we're finally making some leeway coming out here into civilization. Get a shot of what's around this corner. So y'all see, man, we're at this convention center. Trapped in the line. Trapped in the line.
Adrian made this.